Hey everyone, welcome back to this almost holiday edition of Wine Wednesday. So with it being so close to Christmas, holiday I celebrate personally, I threw on one of my, what I call a Christmas sweater, but really it's like red snowflakes-ish things that I've had for like 10 years. Super cozy. And I figured I would try one of my favorite holiday traditions to have, is some ice wine. So this is Reif Estates winery in Niagara-on-the-Lake, produce VQA wines, of course. So I bought this October 2019, I think it was. And it came in like a 5-pack of little ice wines. Ice wine's something I don't personally buy that often because I love it and I will just sit and drink it. And I know I don't want to do that. So the purpose of buying the little ones was to either have it at different times or what I actually did was on Christmas dinner, I gave one, maybe I don't like him in a pack of 4 then. Because it would be 3 of us. Either in a pack of 4 or 5. Probably 4. 4 makes more logical sense now that I'm thinking about it, because my parents were there, unless I had an extra one myself. Anyways, but so I had one left over and I haven't had it yet just because it's one of those things that like, when's the right time? Just have like a little bit of ice wine. And I haven't figured it out yet. So I figured today's the day. Let's go it. Let's try it. Let's do it. I'm not sure how to review ice wine other than I think it's freaking delicious, but we shall see. So these are super cute individual little things because like these are easier to keep around than like this little tiny bottle, but comes in the little bottle. So on this case here, so sweet wine, product of Canada. It's a Vidal Icewine. I can't really read. It says something integrity tradition. Purity? Purity. I'm really bad. Purity, integrity, tradition. Honestly, great wines, and I do agree. So it's 10% sweet wine. If you haven't had any ice wine before, I recommend you definitely do it. It is a higher price point, and the reason for that is it's such a harder process to make ice wine. So ice wine itself usually requires a different machine from just the normal wine that you would produce normally. And then also you have to harvest it later. I forget the exact temperature that it is, but like in the evening, ice wine needs to be, or the temperature needs to be, I think it's like -10 or something around there, 3 nights in a row. So you could be watching the temperature every night. You can look, okay, first night, perfect. Second night, perfect. Third night, not the right temperature. You were all ready to go and harvest in case it was gonna be, and then it wasn't. So it's a very lengthy process. You don't know when you're gonna be able to harvest. And because the grapes are frozen, you only get a little bit of the juice out of the grape, right? So that's why it's more expensive to get a smaller amount because there's actually a lot more grapes in that smaller amount that there would be in a normal bottle of wine. So I hope that teaches you a little bit about ice wine. Fun fact as well. Oh, this is 2017. It does say it. 2017. Fun fact about ice wine as well. When I first had it, I was only drinking white regular wine and I only liked red ice wine, which is very interesting. Where now, I drink everything pretty much. Look at that. It's like syrup. I'm only gonna have a little bit. Save the rest for later or something. So it's very thick. It's this beautiful, like rich yellow. Like gold almost. It's almost the color of gold. Ice wine, you can like smell how sweet and thick and juicy and delicious it is. Like it just, there's something about it. Oh my god, I love ice wine. Okay. Oh, does it smell like anything? I'm kind of getting like an apple pie minus the crust, like roasted in sugar apples. Yeah, with brown sugar and like roasted apples. That's what I'm smelling. Okay, so it like coats your tongue in this like beautiful, delicious film, and then it like involves like your whole mouth in a whole experience. Ice wine. Some people hate ice wine, or you're like me, and you love it, but such a high sugar content and pricier. So I don't buy it, but delicious. Oh my god, what does it taste like? Yeah, I think it tastes just like, it has notes of like the golden apples and it's just sugary and sweet. Oh man. And it's got like, well, I'm like swinging, there's not much left in there now. But like it has legs, but it's like thick. And honey. Definitely honey. Yeah, you get the taste of honey too. I love ice wine. Okay. I think it's a really good like way to celebrate something. Some people like ice wine on ice cream. I personally see it, but like, I don't know, I'd rather just drink it. So yeah, 10% I think I'd said. This one is a 50 milliliter. I don't remember how much I paid for the whole case when I got it, but I thought it was a good idea and deal for me in my situation at the time. Vidal, it's so delicious. An ice wine ratings. This you have to rate very differently from regular wines. I still do like a Cab Franc ice wine. That is for sure. But this Vidal is also very good. I don't know, this is very strong for me. Ice wine I think will always be pretty strong for me. I'm gonna hop on this one at a 9.2. 9.2. If you've never had ice wine, you definitely need to try it. If you don't want to like dive in for a bottle, you can either pay for it at wineries, or some of them in your tastings also include ice wine. So I'd recommend definitely finding one of those. But ice wine is something you need to try. It's freaking delicious. A little bit pricier. I was gonna read you the prices. I don't know what the sizes are, but they have two different sizes currently of the 2018 Vidal ice wine. So the smaller, bigger than this, but out of like normal size bottles, probably, I want to say like 110 milliliters ish is my guess, is $25, and then probably for three, like 80-ish. Again, these are just my guesstimates because it doesn't say on here. It'd be $47. Oh, unless I can click it, let's see. It doesn't say, but $47 for the larger of the two. Oh, let's see the tasting notes. They got tropical fruit, honey, apricot, and peach. This is the 2018, so it would be a little bit different. Fresh fruit, acidity. You know what? Apricot. I definitely taste some apricot in there too. But I think roasted apples with honey and brown sugar is probably the more in-depth tasting notes I could do. So on that note, have yourselves happy holidays. We will see each other right after Christmas and right before New Year. And enjoy, friends.